I will never see banks the same way after learning this. Get ready to discover the biggest secret banks have been hiding from you all along. Tune in now to learn how they profit, while keeping you in the dark. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. Hey everyone, Alfonso here. Let's talk about something most people find boring but is crucial to understand: money. Specifically the system behind it. Andrew Jackson, the 7th US president, knew what was up. He fought against the big banks, even calling them a monster. He said, "The bank is trying to kill me, but I will kill it." Why was he so riled up? Because he knew the power these institutions held, a power that could make or break the nation. Jackson saw how banks could manipulate the economy and benefit the wealthy at the expense of everyday people. Sounds familiar, right? Well, things haven't changed much since then. In fact, they've gotten more complex and even more rigged against the average Joe. The system we have today is designed to keep you in the dark, to keep you dependent. But I'm here to shed some light on the truth. Buckle up, because we're about to expose the secrets banks don't want you to know. Let's rewind to 1913. Picture a bunch of powerful bankers meeting in secret on Jekyll Island. Their goal? To create a central banking system for the United States. And boom, the Federal Reserve, or as I like to call it, the Fed, was born. Now the Fed controls the US money supply. It's like the puppet master pulling the strings of the entire economy. But here's the catch: it's not a government agency, it's a private corporation owned by, wait for it, other banks. This means the very institutions meant to serve the public are ultimately accountable to their own bottom line. And trust me, their bottom line isn't your financial well-being. Here's where things get really interesting or scary depending on how you look at it. Most people think money is printed by the government. Nope. The majority of money in circulation is actually created by, you guessed it, banks. How? Through the magic of fractional reserve banking. It's a fancy term for a simple concept. Banks only need to hold a fraction of the money you deposit. The rest, they lend it out, creating new money in the process. Think of it like this: you deposit $100. The bank keeps $10 and lends out $90. That $90 ends up in another account, and the cycle repeats. This creates a multiplier effect where a small amount of initial money can balloon into a much larger amount in circulation. But here's the kicker: all this new money is essentially debt. It's created out of thin air, backed by nothing but the promise to repay. Now let's talk about the government's role in this whole shebang. When the government needs money, it issues bonds, which are basically IOUs. And guess who buys these bonds? You guessed it again, the Federal Reserve. The Fed creates new money out of thin air to purchase these bonds, effectively lending money to the government. This increases the national debt, which future generations will have to pay back with interest. It's like using a credit card with no limit, except the bill eventually comes due. And who benefits from all this government borrowing? Well, the banks, of course. They get to lend money to the government at interest, earning a tidy profit from the whole charade. Here's another mind-blowing fact. Over 95% of the money in existence today is digital. It's not physical cash, but numbers on a screen. This makes it even easier for banks to create money, as they don't even need to print anything. They just punch some keys, and voila, more money is magically created. This digital money has created an illusion of abundance. We see these large numbers in our accounts and think we're richer than ever. But in reality, it's all built on a foundation of debt. It's like building a house on sand. It might look stable for a while, but it's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. This system is designed to keep us trapped in a cycle of debt and dependence. We work, we earn, we spend, and we borrow, all the while enriching the banks that control the game. But there's another way. There's a way to break free from this rigged system and take control of our financial destiny. The key to escaping the debt trap is to invest in real assets. These are things that have intrinsic value, things you can touch and hold, things that can't be created or destroyed with a few keystrokes. Think gold, silver, real estate, even businesses. These assets have historically held their value over time, providing a hedge against inflation and a store of wealth for generations. When you invest in real assets, you're taking control of your financial future. You're no longer relying on the whims of the banking system or the promises of politicians. You're building a solid foundation for yourself and your family, one that can weather any storm. The wizard behind the curtain. Who really owns the Fed? We've talked about how the Federal Reserve is a private corporation, but who are these mysterious owners? Well, it's a closely guarded secret, but we do know that it's a consortium of private banks, both domestic and foreign. These banks have a vested interest in keeping the current system in place because it benefits them tremendously. They profit from the creation of money, they profit from government debt, and they profit from the endless cycle of borrowing and spending. The Fed is often portrayed as this all-powerful entity, but in reality, it's just a tool used by a select few to enrich themselves at the expense of the many. It's time to pull back the curtain and expose the wizards behind the scenes. Banking on inequality, where the real profits lie. Here's a harsh truth. Banks don't care about you, they care about profit. And they figured out that the real money is made not by serving the masses, but by catering to the wealthy. Think about it. Who gets the best interest rates on loans? Who gets access to exclusive investment opportunities? Who gets bailed out when things go south? It's not the average person struggling to make ends meet. It's the wealthy elite, the top 1% who control the lion's share of the world's wealth. The banking system is designed to widen the gap between the rich and the poor. It's a system that rewards those who already have money and keeps everyone else trapped in a cycle of debt and dependence. It's time to level the playing field and create a system that works for everyone, not just the privileged few. Don't settle for crumbs. Your money deserves better, so what can you do about it? First and foremost, educate yourself. The more you understand about the banking system, the better equipped you'll be to make informed financial decisions. Don't just blindly trust the banks or the government. Do your own research, ask questions, and demand transparency. Remember, it's your money, and you deserve to know how it's being used. Instead of settling for paltry interest rates on savings accounts, explore alternative investment options. Invest in real assets, start your own business, or support companies that align with your values. The more we diversify our financial portfolios and invest in things that matter, the less power the banks have over us. Knowledge is power. Take control of your financial destiny. The system is rigged, but that doesn't mean we have to play by their rules. By understanding how the game is played, we can start to make different choices that empower us and create a more just and equitable financial system for all. Knowledge is power. And when it comes to money, knowledge is the key to breaking free from the chains of debt and building a brighter financial future. So, go out there, educate yourself, and take control of your financial destiny. Peace out. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you're ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here is the bonus tip that we promise. Why do banks profit billions while you earn pennies? Let's find out. Banks use your money to invest and rake in huge profits. Yet they give you low interest rates and charge high fees. Learn how to take control of your finances by understanding bank operations and exploring better options. Dive deeper into financial literacy and share your banking stories in the comments. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos.